We'll be back right after this. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. We have all heard the rumors regarding Kyrie Irving's moodiness. His teammate Kevin Durant said, "Kyrie is an artist. He has his way of doing things, and I support him 100%. Irving said, "Human beings have mood swings. I don't have to be perfect. My teammates know who I am, and I'm proud of who I am." Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. He's out there with Kyrie Irving. Jordan is out there with Durant, and it's Claxton in at the 4. And for the Rockets, Bradley is out there with Wall. Then it's Olynyk. Then it's Porter. And it's House in at the 4 slot. Now, here's Wall. The pass to House. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Rebound by Olynyk. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Porter's running. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, you have to admire the way Bradley is controlling his body. In that instance, welcomes the contact with open arms.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Avery Bradley.
How about the remarkable improvement of Avery Bradley over time? Once strictly a dominant defender, this guy can make threes. He can drive the lane. There isn't an aspect of the game where he hasn't grown.
Both free throws good from Avery Bradley. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
You don't like to count on points from your reserves, but they had some hot hands coming off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
Here's Bradley following the bucket by the Nets. Pass to Wall. Jordan with some nice D.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber. A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Wall's shot is off. The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Harden against Wall. Irving passes to Jordan. Back to Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up. Out left to the wing. Here's Claxton. Let's keep it alive. Goes up again. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. KD against Porter. And it's sent back by KD.
But Kevin Durant uses his length so well. And how about the timing to send that rejection back?
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Bradley against Irving. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
Woo-hoo, Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Rockets trail. Now here's Wall. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here is Harden. Outside, KD. Here's Claxton. He picked up 15 points in their last win against New York. On the wing, Harden, covered by Wall. 5 to shoot. A second chance effort. Claxton the pass to Jordan. Basket good. Jordan's got his second bucket tonight.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Wall against Harden. And Wall. Here we go now. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
What a play by Wall. It's going to take more than that to slow him down.
Well, for those players who were discussed in trade talks, Greg, but weren't dealt at the deadline, it's got to be hard for them to ever, I guess, trust team management again, huh?
No doubt about it. But, you know, we have a saying, if you play at the highest levels, you have two families. Your first, which is your family at home, and your second. The only one you trust is your first family. The second family, it's a business relationship. And you know what? You could have a third family the following week if you get traded. And so some guys block out the noise and manage their emotions well. Others don't, and they tend to struggle.
So it's all in the family. The Nets shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Harden hits them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
The Rockets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And Wall. Oh, the power on that fruited.
This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim. Wall finishing with style.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Outside Jordan. Irving against Bradley. The three from Harden. The Rockets pull it in.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Passes it to Wall. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. The shot's good from Irving.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Now here's Wall. 6 points for him. And it's James Harden with the rebound. It's stolen by Wall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, the big man, Kelly Olynyk, doing a great job going right into the foul. He doesn't seem to fear anyone.
The Rockets have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First one falls for him.
I like how Kelly Olynyk finds a number of different ways to contribute to his team. A selfless player who always does what's asked of him.
And so Olynyk nails both of them.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Harden the pass to Durant. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Bradley. The shot by House is no good.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Wood, he's checked in for Danuel House. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Harden outside. Here's KD. Wood with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Bradley. Tries again. Pass to Wood. Porter looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wall. Olynyk trying to break loose. Wall, good. Wall's got 8.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Brooklyn trailing. Down low. A floater. Claxton with the bucket.
Well, you love the unselfish nature of Kyrie Irving. He understands it's his job to make the guys around him feel good and find them in their sweet spots.
Now here's Wall. He's got 8. And the pass to Wood. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on James Harden. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Wood. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Now here's Gordon. Following the miss by Griffin. And finished off by Wood.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Nets trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the wide open shot from Griffin misses the 3. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Gordon up on top, covered by Irving. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harris has got the ball. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. Trailing by 4. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. They came in as the favorite, seemed to lose their confidence down the stretch, started to play tight, and let that one slip away.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint. And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy. Well, we continue to be, to me, in the golden age of point guards in the NBA, and Kyrie Irving is right there with the best of them in that discussion.
Now here is Augustine. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And the shot goes in.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Nets trail by 6. Dinwiddie passes to Irving. Augustine against Dinwiddie. The shot that time not on target. And the Rockets take it the other way.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And here's Wood outside. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And here in the middle of winter, some teams feeling the cold in the power rankings. Others remaining hot. You look at the Nets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing where the Rockets are, they're still sorting out their roster, trying to find a way to unlock their full potential in a holding pattern, if you will. And that could change, though, at any moment.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
Now Gordon. 14 points from him the last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Here's Wilson. Poked away. Irving with the steal. Shoots from 14. And Green with the basket on the assist by Irving. Now just a 2-point Houston lead.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
Now here's Gordon. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. It's 2-on-1. Irving with a clean look with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Augustine. Lays it up and banks it in. Augustine's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, the repetition, right? DJ Augustine has run this type of play time and time again, and critical, helping him in that situation.
Brooklyn's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Outside, Green. Dinwiddie outside. Green finds Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the 3. No good that time. So Houston will take it the other way. Augustine looking around to the inside. Wood. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Luwawu's checked in. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Brooklyn trailing. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. No good from Irving. Outside Gordon. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. That one, no good. Great D that time from Griffin.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
A free throw drops for Griffin.
Injuries have taken a toll on Griffin as he's gotten older, but shouldn't take away from what he's done over the course of his career.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Gordon. 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Wilson. And it's Exum in the corner. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, you have to admire the passion Dante Exum plays with. This guy will take a hit and keep shooting.
For Houston, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Exum.
I think Dante Exum has got to concentrate in becoming a better shooter. He's got a ton of raw talent, and the upside is tremendous.
Exum hits them both. Irving with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Here's Griffin, and it's in there.
And just the sheer power of Griffin, one of the best finishers in the league after contact.
Augustine against Dinwiddie. And here's Augustine. It's up a 3. And no good. John Wall getting it done for Houston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an NBA season.
how can we be the best version of ourselves individually every day, and how can we bring that together to make a great group? And I think that's the focus every day. That's tough in itself. That's the pressure in itself, is the getting up and being laser focused on what your job is every day. And I think a lot of guys in this locker room know how to muster up that focus to, win basketball games.
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you could see the results.
Christian Wood is out there with Wilson. Then there's DJ Augustine. Then there's Gordon. And it's House in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. A 3 ball. Wilson grabs the board.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Dinwiddie against Gordon. Passes it to House. Here's Wood. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Wood's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here is Harden. 14 points from him the last game against New York.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Houston making some changes. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Wood. Kevin Porter comes in for DJ Wilson. And it's John Wall in for Augustine. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. On defense, Houston. Jordan kicks to Harden. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That is his first foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Bradley's checked in. Right side, Kevin Durant. Cans the shot from the wing. KD's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn.
I'll tell you, he can make it look easy. That jump shot of Kevin Durant is automatic.
Wall passes to Olynyk. The shot misses. Jordan with some nice D. Dinwiddie with it. Now guarded by Bradley. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Ball passes to Bradley. No good on the triple.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And so it's Houston with it, following the bucket by the Nets. Bradley kicks to Wall. Pass to Olynyk. 5 on the clock. Here's Porter. Rebounded by the Nets. KD's got 4 rebounds now tonight. In the corner, Harden knocks down the 3 ball. And now a 9-point Nets lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Wall. That one's off, still out of sync.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. All with it, he's picked up by Jordan. Wall's shot is good.
Boy, John Wall's ability to finish through contact, that is great upper body strength.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Harden against Wall. Here's KD. The offensive rebound. There's the three. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 11.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Harden against Wall. And Wall slams it home.
Yeah, this is one of the top athletes in the league. Wall showing his lateral and vertical mobility.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Dinwiddie outside. Claxton the pass to Durant. With some arc, and the layup is up and in. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Rockets trail by 11. All taking his time here. Inside. And Olynyk with the basket on the assist by Wall.
How good is that pass from John Wall? My man doing some work right now.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 9. Now the pass to Durant. Pass to Claxton. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Wall against Harden. And Wall. Here we go now. Harden with the defensive effort.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
You know, Doris, teams are using analytics more than ever before. We know that. And for example, blocks are certainly a key number. But some defenders, as you know, are so good, teams don't even go at them because of those analytical numbers.
Kevin, we refer to that as shot suppression, and you have to look no further than the last 2 winners of the Defensive Player of the Year award, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Rudy Gobert. When those 2 guys are in the middle of the paint, a ball handler or would-be shot taker may reverse course and reset the offense. That's how much those guys impact the game on the defensive end. Kevin Durant goes right up with it, doesn't give the defense a chance to react.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
And a chance here to check out some stats for John Wall.
And right now, he's in one of those grooves where he has a tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 look a lot different than from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for those shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Here is Harden. The Rockets making the shot. For 3, Durant. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
KD against Porter. It's stolen by Harris. And Harden wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. Rockets trail by 15. Oh, Porter in position.
That's the court vision of Avery Bradley. Remarkable how he finds these wide open teammates on a consistent basis.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Harris outside. Here's KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Wall dishes to Bradley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
Houston making some changes. Christian Woods checked in for Daniel House. And it's Dante Exum in for Kevin Porter. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Second free throw, no good. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
And here's Wall, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Here's Bradley. 17 points for him last game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Free throw good from Bradley. Wilson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Augustine comes in for John Wall. And a change for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Durant. Both free throws good from Avery Bradley. Here's Irving. 17 points in the game. Pass to Harden. It's rebounded by Houston. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets. Green, he's checked in for the Nets.
One shot.
You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Now here is Augustine, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Augustine against Irving. 6 to shoot. Here's Exum. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Lets it fly from 18. The shot missing. And the Rockets take it the other way. And Augustine kicks to Wilson. Now Augustine. He's got 6. Pass to Exum. Griffin with the steal. Gordon against Irving. Around the back and lays it in. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Irving has been in attack mode all night. This guy is comfortable from any spot on the floor.
Gordon, the pass to Wilson. It's blocked. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's foul number 2 for him.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Luwawu's checked in. Here's Gordon. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 3 assists tonight. Irving with the ball. 19 points in the game. The pass to Luwawu. No good on the 3.
Howard
to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Green with the block. Nets leading by 10. Pass to Griffin. From beyond the arc, it's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got 4 rebounds in this game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Exum. Lets it go, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
A minute 20 left now here in the second. Outside Griffin. Back to Irving. Count it from 12. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Now here's Gordon. He's got 5.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
It's the Nets now, following the score by Houston. Irving kicks to Harris. Good on the 3-point shot. Harris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This is what we call a sniper from the outside. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
Gordon with it. Now Green defending, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. 9-point game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count the basket. Irving's got 23.
Oh, Kyrie dazzling on the drive. One of the best in the league at that.
Augustine against Irving. Now here is Augustine. He's covered closely. Right side Wilson. Here's Exum. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. KD, you're running and gunning out there. How much fun is it when the offense is flowing like that?
Well, I think this team is very well disciplined, and they do all the details, and we just wanted to play harder, man. And I think we got some steals, got some fast break points, and we playing together, everybody touching the ball. It's just fun when we playing like that, so we got to continue to do that.
KD, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 23 points, 6 assists, and 1 steal. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. Kenny, has there ever been anyone better at handling the basketball than Kyrie Irving?
Ooh. If I'm being honest?
Yes.
No. He's just another level player at that position with the ball handling.
You said no because you forget about Isaiah Thomas,
Ooh.
Allen Iverson, and Steph Curry.
Oh.
Listen, Kyrie Irving is a guy you can always compare with. Don't say no.
Okay.
Like those guys don't exist.
All right, my bad. My bad. You're right.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but Boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Irving. He's out there with Harden. Durant is out there with Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. Nets passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. KD, that's for 2. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low, House. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. House has got the first bucket of the third here for the Rockets. Nets leading by 9. And here's Harden. Passes it to Durant. Fires, high post. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Bradley deciding where to go with it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And Olynyk kicks to Bradley. Just 4 to shoot. And Wall. Here we go now. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Wall's got 14 points for the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Jordan. Back to Harden. Outside Jordan. Outside Durant. And yes, it's good.
And to me, that's all about focus from Kevin Durant, because that defender was in his grill and he still gets a quality look.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Kept alive. Here's Jordan. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And now an 11-point Nets lead. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Wall passes to Bradley. There's the feed to Olynyk, and stolen by Jordan. Irving kicks to Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. He's got 11.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Harden against Wall. And Wall with the slam.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Here's Irving. The Rockets making the shot. Pass to Claxton. There's the dish to Harden. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Olynyk's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Wall, and the layup's good off the glass. Wall's got it back down to within single digits for the Rockets.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
There's the pass to Durant. Now here's Olynyk. He's got 6. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Jordan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving and Kevin Porter Jr. All the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
Dinwiddie's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Harden the pass to Jordan. Here's Claxton, covered by Wall. Swiped it away. And the slam dunk by Wall.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
It's the Nets now. The Rockets making the shot. Harden kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Harden. Nets passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Claxton. No good, unable to end this run. Rockets trail by 5. House dishes the Wall. Bradley against Durant. Scooped up. And another shot. Porter outside. Buries it from three-point range. Porter's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Now Bradley. James Harden missing on the 3. And Bradley gets it to go.
Well, you got to love Avery Bradley turning on the Jets, mixing gears exceptionally on his way to the rim.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him.
Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. From deep, Harden. But they recover it. And there it is for him. Claxton's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. The 3 from Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Wall passes to Bradley. Rebounded by the Nets. Harden's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Durant. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Boy, the strength of Kevin Durant is a thing of beauty. How about the ability to stay under control as he gets bodied?
Now a timeout called by Houston.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
Houston making some changes. Wood, he's checked in for Olynyk. DJ Wilson comes in for Daniel House. And Gordon subbed in for Avery Bradley. And then for Brooklyn, Griffin's checked in for Jordan. And Luwawu subbed in for Nicholas Claxton.
He's done a dynamite job rebounding the basketball and no issues fighting it out against the big guys down low.
Harden kicks to KD. Kicks it out to Harden. The basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
Griffin with it. He's picked up by Wall. And then Durant with the jam.
Boy, KD gets himself right to the rim. Liftoff is complete.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
The first one falls.
I think you can make a very strong case that John Wall has been underrated throughout his career. This guy is a multi-talented point guard who prides himself on leading his guys.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. And so Wall nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Durant against Wilson. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple. Rockets trail by 5. And Porter, here we go. The rebound by KD. KD's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Now here's Dinwiddie. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Rockets have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. And it's Gordon missing. Stolen by Gordon. Here's Wall. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Brooklyn leading by 5. In transition, here come the Nets. A nice shot by KD.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And
I'll tell you, he is absolutely playing some basketball right now. John Wall, nothing the defense has is impeding his progress.
And the Nets with possession here. Harris outside. Got a piece of it. Wilson with it, picked up by Harris. And now here comes Gordon leading the break, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
And that one misses. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. And the second free throw, good. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 25 points in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
This is unmatched speed at his size and certainly at the point guard position. How are you going to stop that?
Nets leading by 4. Passes to Durant. In the corner, it's Harris. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got 5 assists tonight.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
For the Rockets, Daniel House comes in for DJ Wilson, and DJ Augustine subbed in for John Wall. And the Nets making a change here as well. Claxton's checked in. Now here's Gordon. He's got 7. To the paint, and stolen by Irving. The wide open look for Durant. Offensive rebound, Nets. Irving surveying the floor. Just 5 to shoot. And Griffin, here we go. That one misses. The Rockets go the other way with it. Feeds it to House. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They lead by 4. Pass to Durant. Unloads. Rockets with the rebound.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night. I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Dinwiddie. .122 left in the third.
Come get it, come get it.
A nice shot by KD. KD's got 10 points here in the second half.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Irving against Gordon. To the middle. Here's Porter. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Nets leading by 6. In the corner, Irving with it. Off target with his 3. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The feed to Porter. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Porter's got 12 points in the game. Here's Dinwiddie. Durant at the elbow. 30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The kick out to Irving. Offline with his 3.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Here's Augustine. House dishes to Porter. And the 3 off target. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving's got the ball. The shot from the low post is good. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
Well, what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Nets lead by 6. We'll be back shortly, live from Houston, Texas. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Rockets trail by 6. We've got Wood. Gordon out there with DJ Augustine. Then it's Olynyk, and it's House in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here's Augustine. No good. Griffin with some nice D. And here's KD for 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Gordon, Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Augustine against Dinwiddie. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
Guys, Kyrie Irving stronger than he looks. Absorbs the contact and still converts.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Gordon. And a switch here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Blake Griffin. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Dinwiddie against Augustine. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And here's KD for 3. Rockets trail by 9. Here's Augustine. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Bradley kicks to House. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Augustine. Brooklyn with the rebound. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Now Dinwiddie. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Wood finds Augustine. Now here's Olynyk. Left side Bradley. Just 5 on the clock. Augustine in the corner. Takes the 3. The Rockets with another miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And it's Bradley with the ball for Houston. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Great open look there. Irving's got 33.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Augustine against Dinwiddie. Back to Augustine. To end the drought. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. First free throw is good. And the Rockets making a change here. Wall's checked in. James Harden. He's checked in for Brooklyn. off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Nets leading by 13. The tray. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Wall, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Wall's got 16 points here in the second half.
Well, the craftiness of John Wall on display. When he sees an opening in the defense, he's going to take advantage.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Good on both. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. It's Wall with the drive. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Now the elevation on display by John Wall.
It's the Nets now. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Outside, KD from past the arc. They grab their own miss.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Nets leading by 11. Fires for 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 assists tonight.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Harden scanning the floor. KD against Olynyk, and good that time.
Well, those jumpers, they might as well be layups for Kevin Durant. That's his comfort zone.
Wall passes to Olynyk. That one off the back iron and out. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Durant in the corner. No good there. And it's Houston the other way. Here's Bradley. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
Well, don't sleep on Avery Bradley in transition. This guy is superb at reading defenses and fast break opportunities.
Nets leading by 12. Harden outside. High arcing shot, and it's good on the way in.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
And it's Wall with the ball for Houston. And Wall with the slam.
I like him forcing the issue inside. Wall playing with purpose right now.
Harden with it. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Kevin Porter's checked in for Houston. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Outside Irving. Irving double team. Here's Claxton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
Inside, and the dunk by Olynyk.
Well, at 7 feet, Kelly Olynyk doesn't have to go far for the flush.
Nets leading by 12. And here is Irving. The pass to Durant. Floats one. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 8th assist in the game. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the 4th, right around 46-47%. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Thursday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And that game against the Hawks, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
And so Wall nails both of them. And for the Nets, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Outside Irving. Claxton the pass to Durant. Pass to Claxton. Clock at 6. It's good. And the Nets lead by 14.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Wall. That shot off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Shoots from the elbow. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter. And for Houston, they're shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Now here's Wall. Passes it to Bradley. Houston moving the ball around. Houston needs to get a shot off. And here's Olynyk from the arc. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Brooklyn leading by 16. Here's KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Harden against Wall. It's tipped and stolen by Jordan. And KD throws it down.
Kevin Durant on a prototypical KD roll. My man is going.
Wall attacking. And Wall with the slam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And there's Katie. That's good on the assist by Harden. Harden's got 6 assists here tonight. Now a timeout called by Houston. You know, Doris, we saw the All-Star game playing to a target score down the stretch, and some think in years to come the NBA may adopt it for the overtime periods. What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you this, Kevin. That All-Star game, I was absolutely riveted to my television. The action was compelling. The defense was compelling. I can't say I've ever experienced that in an All-Star game. I think it's something you have to take a hard look at.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Wall against Harden. Wall dishes to Bradley. And the layup is good.
Well, Avery Bradley using incredible strength. You like how he maintains his physicality on these tough finishes.
Here's Irving. Harden outside. Shoots the 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
First free throw is good. And so Wall nails both of them. Here is Harden. Outside Durant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, the length and size of Kevin Durant make him a prime target on the interior. So good at forcing the issue close to the basket.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for KD. Doris, as we've seen, NBA players are becoming more vocal on social issues, and some will say, keep politics out of sports. Should the NBA and should all sports leagues be worried about that backlash?
Kevin, one of the things I admire most about the NBA is its commitment to the causes it believes in. And whether we are talking about the mental health issues of some of their players or the current situation in the country, the NBA's commitment to supporting equality and social justice is admirable. What is controversial about equality and social justice for all? Nothing. I admire their commitment. They're on the right track.
Here's Harden, and it's Harden slamming it down.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Brooklyn.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Kevin Durant.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Kicks it to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. A nice shot by Irving.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And that one falls for John Wall. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Now Brown. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Kyrie, very few can match your offensive creativity. So how do you integrate that into the team system?
It starts in our practice. It starts with our practice habits, getting our swing action, and practicing with a purpose. You know, whether it's shoot-arounds or walkthroughs, we're starting to show progress right there and just getting back to what we know, and that's executing on both ends of the floor and trusting one another.
Well, the ball was certainly moving tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.